Hello, we're back. Welcome back to us, Screaming Delkins, guide to anything and everything regarding carp fishing here. We've been away for a while. You probably haven't seen us. I've had a few emails from people saying, Chris, you and Jeanette, where's the videos? Where's the filming? Where's the fishing? I said, oh, got one reason. We've got a good reason why I haven't made any films. And the last film I made was probably about August. The reason I haven't made any films, we haven't made any films, is for the fact that I dropped the camera in the lake. Wasn't my camera. Was it, Jeanette?
Nope.
I still have the camera actually. I'll just wait 5 seconds. It was a really good camera. If you can just have a look here. That was our video camera. Okay, it's a still photograph digital camera, but obviously it had the video facility on it, and we used it as well. But the best thing about this camera, which Jeanette won in well, it was a fishing magazine, one of the biggest fishing magazine in Sweden, Fiskejournalen. She won it for the photograph of a tench. Yeah, first prize on this camera. The thing about this camera was the underwater casing. As you see, that's the underwater casing. So we could film underwater. You know, the release of the fish and anything else that we wanted to film underwater. But I dropped it in the lake, so now it doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. Okay, 2010. This is the season. The season's just starting. We're in May now. We had a really, really rough winter where it was like down to -20, and the snow didn't melt. It didn't disappear till April. So we're in May. It's the 20th of May today. It's Thursday, and actually it's my little sister's 30th birthday today. So happy birthday, Leslie. It's Thursday. We're going fishing, the first carp fishing session for this year, and we're off to Hairlander again. Okay. Oh, by the way, I bought a new video camera. Did you guess? We're going to Hairlander tomorrow. We've packed most of the stuff now. It just needs bits and bobs tomorrow, so we'll go for our premiere. And what I'm going to do tonight is just something a little different. I'm going to knock a bit of a stick mix up at home before we go. I'm going to make quite a bit of it. I'm not going to take it all with me, obviously. I'm going to make a bit and then just take what I need. Just put it into plastic bags and take what I need for the weekend. But being in Sweden, you know, we can't go down to our local tackle shop and buy all this, you know, trout pellets and, you know, swim stim or ground baits, or you know things for making like you do in England. You pop down to the old tackle shop and get what you need. Here you have to get it by mail order. You know, the nearest tackle shop that does that to us is like 300 kilometres away. So, you know, what I'm going to show you is how to do it from the supermarket, which is what I've got here. It's a whole load of stuff. And 90% of it's from the supermarket. There is obviously a little bit of shop bought, you know, special carp fishing stuff like the boilies here, or the boilie mix, the base mixes, and a little bit of, you know, a little bit of carp fishing flavour there, which we'll come on to later on in the session. I'm just going to have a quick swig of my old beer. Don't forget your beer. Okay, what we got here? Let's have a look now. The first one. I mean, remember this is I'm going to make stick mixes out of this. Yeah, not ground bait, stick mixes. Yeah, I'm not making boilies, but you know a lot of it can be incorporated into boilies if you want to. But anyway, the first thing we got here. This is a bit of what was it? Yellow bird. What was it? Yellow bird mix from CC Moore. and it's got seeds in it, and yeah, it smells quite creamy actually. So that's yellow. I think it's yellow bird mix. CC Moore stuff. Yeah, it's a boilie base mix. The next one I've got, this is, oh, I love this one. This is really good. This is a red fish from CC Moore again. Oh, that's nice. That's a boilie base mix. Okay, next thing. Doggy biscuits. Yep. Doggy biscuits. What I'm going to do with them, I'm not going to shove that in the stick mix. I'm going to grind it down to a fine powder using Old Faithful dog biscuits. Okay, next. This is called Havregryn. Let me think of the English name. What's the English name, Jeanette? Porridge. Porridge oats, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, porridge oats. Have a look.
Yeah, porridge is gröt, so...
Yeah, it's porridge oats. It's good for a stick mix or ground bait. I mean, you know, for 80p for a kilo and a half, you know, to bulk it out, you know, if you're going to do a massive pre-baiting with ground bait, you can bulk it out with that, you know, it's cheap as chips, not to be sniffed at. Okay, next one. This is a classic, this. These are little, if you can see them there.
Yeah, if you hold them still.
Yeah. The little sausages. Well, they're not sausages, they're like, you know, pepperonis, or ölkorvs as they're called in Sweden. Beer sausages, you know, the little ones you chew on. But a funny story about these is, I mean, me being a bin man, yeah, at work, one day I went to go to the old compost, which is like, you know, for all the waste food that they throw from the restaurant. I went there and I was cleaning up and I found all these had just been thrown in there like 20 minutes. It was like 15 kilos of them. So I bagged them up and put them in the freezer. They're great for, you know, they're absolutely great for fishing. You can use them as hook baits, and you can chop them in your mixes, or, you know, your stick mixes or your ground bait. I mean, you can see here, I spent half an hour chopping them into little cubes. You can see there. You know, because I don't want big chunks really in the stick mix. I just want little morsels, you know, because I don't want them to, you know, to eat it. I want them to, you know, sniff it and eat it obviously, but I don't want to fill them up or give them anything to eat really. But you can chop them like I did with a knife, or you can put them in a blender. If you haven't got a blender, chop them with a knife. Don't use your mum's blender, or your girlfriend's, or your wife's, because I'm going to show you, you start chopping fish bait in her blender, she's going to go mad. She's going to go mad, I promise you. This was Jeanette's.
But I never used it.
No, she never used it, so I used it for fish bait, you know, but no. Can't use it again. Well, you can use it, but you don't want to.
Me.
Okay, we're going to the next. We'll go on to the next thing. We'll move on to the old boilies. I've got a few tubs here. Obviously, you can put them in quarters or halves or even whole if you want to. They're monster crab from Energy Baits. They are Scopex squid from Energy Baits, and the last tub is pineapple. Again from Energy Baits. What you can do, you can put them in a blender, give them a whoop, go for whiz, or you can do what I've done here and just chop them with a knife, like so. You know, so they come pretty fine. You know, but you can use big chunks if you want, but you know, for this demonstration, I'm going to use fine stuff. Okay, that's the boilies. Next one, mussels. Carp absolutely love mussels. They feed on mussels. You know, the freshwater mussels, obviously, in the lakes. These are blue mussels, blåmussla, the Swedish blue mussels. These are the sea ones, so they've got a bit of salt in them, but it doesn't matter. You know, carp love them. And what I'm going to do with them, I'm going to put them in the blender and chop them into small pieces again. But I'll show you that in a minute. Next one, they also come in tins. You can get tins in water again, in salt water. Again, chop them up, whack them in your bait mix, or your ground bait, whatever you want to use. Next one, bit of salt. You can always put a bit of salt in, or a bit of sugar. You can put a bit of both in. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can put salt and sugar in. Not too much, obviously.
Yeah, but you don't need salt now since you have the mussels in and it's salt already.
Yes, but that's going to come later on in the lesson. Okay. Here's another little chestnut. It's the old tuna. This is the cheapest one I could find, and you can obviously see by looking at that. Oh, I'm spilling it.
I would never do salad or that.
No, imagine eating that. That is like... I think they make that for fishing, actually. Because I certainly wouldn't eat it, The fish will. You don't want to go paying like £3 for a tin of tuna when you can get it for 50p. You know what I mean? Again, as I say, most of this is from the supermarket. And I'm going to blend it all up. But I'll show you... I'm not going to mix it all together today. I'm just going to make a special one that I've been thinking about. Again, the old carp favourite. Can't go wrong with a bit of corn. The old sweet corn. Yep. Tin of sweet corn. Not to be sniffed at there. Now we've got... this is called cheekata. And if anybody in England can work out what that means, you've got 5 seconds. No, wrong. The chickpeas. They're chickpeas again. They come in a tin, already done. You can buy the what are they? The dried ones, and soak them and boil them yourself. But it's much quicker to use these, and I'm going to use the juice in there as well. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a bit. Okay, the next one we're on to, we've done that. Because what I'm going to do with this one is going to be a meaty fish flavour. Yeah. I'm going to make. I'm not going for the sweet flavour today with this, but I might put a little bit of sugar in just to top it off. But a little bit of boily flavour here. And that's, if you can see, that's green lip mussel. Perfect for this mix. Not a lot of it.
Blurred.
The blurred.
No, don't move it.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Green lip mussel, cats and dogs. Obviously you can see by the pound sign. I bought it in England. That was £3 from, Boxing Day sale. Where was that? Boxing Day sale, 2007. Where was I? What's that place called? Stapley Water Gardens, Stapley Angling Centre, up north lads, up north. Right, there we go. Right, another thing you can bung in, if you want to, another supermarket special, is the old Merc syrup, which is dark syrup basically. It's like bloody molasses. Whack a bit of that in. This is actually quite good to make dips. What you can do, you can fill your, take a dip pot, fill it half full, put a bit of your boily flavour in, say your green lip mussel or whatever, pineapple or Scopex, whatever you want to use, strawberry. Yeah, half fill it with that, touch of that, you've got yourself a great dip. Doesn't go off. Great stuff. Well, it doesn't go off for years anyway. You can have it in your bait bag there. Right, this is the bulk of my mix actually. Tonight it's actually a ground bait mix, if you can see in there. And it's I put the sticker on the side. It's Suta Kung, which is basically Tench King, Swedish made in Uppsala. Yep, I did have 20 kilos of that. There's not much left. Actually, funnily enough, I made boilies with this ground bait mix. We went to Bulgaria in 2008. I put it with Scopex flavour. Got a load of carp on it. Well, Jeanette did. Only got 2. What we're going to do with them is we're going to bung them in the old PVA stocking. Yeah. There we go. For those people who don't know what PVA stock it in. Oh, let's drop that then. There we go, that's it. No PVA stock in. PVA, polyvinyl alcohol, i.e. it melts in water. So you put your little stick mix in there, cast it out, it melts, and you've got a little nice little clump of smelly bait around your hook, or your hook bait there. Put that back in there. Right. Next thing we got, if you haven't got a blender, you can always buy one of these. This is new on the market, it's the Corda Crusher. Yeah, I'll show you how it works in a minute. Obviously it's from Corda in England, but it's the Corda Crusher. And it's for making, you know, it's for chopping things basically. Can you see that? It's dark.
Yeah, that's better.
That's better. There you go. It's for chopping things. Making them fine. I mean, it's ideal for boilies actually. You put a few boilies in there, like so. Yep. Like so. Put the lid on.
I didn't see that now. I can't.
Oh, there you go.
No.
There's boilies in there.
Mm.
Put it in. Give it a couple of turns. I've got oil all over this from those bloody sausages I was doing before. There you go. Got some nice chopped boilies there. The more you do it, the finer the boilies go.
Oh good, I don't have to sit with the scissor now.
No, we don't have to sit with the scissors anymore.
Me.
I'm going to put that in there, because that's going in. That's going in the old, in the stick mix. Right. Okay, right, the bulk of the stuff, as I said, is going to be this ground bait mix. Bung that in a bowl there. I say what I'm doing, I'm going to make quite a bit now. For the reason being, so
Why?
I can freeze it.
Oh.
And freeze them up. Freeze it in bags then, you know, small bags of say 500 grams, because you don't use much really. And then take a couple with us when we go fishing. It's already done. We don't have to piss about on the bank doing it. What? Oh well, somebody's got to clean that up. Somebody's got to clean that up, do you know? Okay, that's quite a sweet mix actually. Well, I said that's the bulk of it. I'm going to put a bit of a CC Moore red fish in. The boilie base mix. There we go. Just put a bit of that in there for now. I'm going to get rid of this actually, so I can have a work surface. Bung that in as well. They're chopped with a knife. A good stir. Okay, let's have a bit of the old, I'm sure this is Yellow Bird something, I can't remember the full name of it, but CC Moore again. Put that in. Mix. Okay, it's all dry. Put all your dry mix in first when you do it like this, just to get it all off, so you'll get big clumps of this and that and the other all stuck in one place.
Why don't you take a spoon or something instead?
Eh?
Must be easier.
Right, what should we put in next? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to go in the old blender now, put a few things in there. If you can notice, it's got blades on it, very sharp blades. Don't use the mixer stuff for like mixing, because you know, obviously it doesn't work. And if you're using your mum's or your girlfriend's or your wife's blender, she ain't going to be impressed with you, and you'll be sleeping on the balcony. Right, what should we put in here first? Let's put that to one side. We'll put a few little dog biscuits in there, eh? Grind them down to a powder. You don't want to do this at 3 o'clock in the morning because you wake your neighbours and they won't be impressed. Dog biscuits. Did I buy these specially for the stick mix? No, I never. The reason I bought them is because we have a new member in Team Screaming Delkins who will be coming fishing with us this weekend. He's only 15 months old, and I'll introduce him to you now. This is the new member of Team Screaming Delkins. Come, Castro. Come. That's Castro.
And he's not allowed to jump?
He's not allowed to jump, but just for demonstration purposes.
No, not
him,
even that.
aren't you? And he's going to go out for his first fishing trip this weekend. He's going to be sleeping in the woods with us. He's going to get his treats. If he's naughty, he's going to get tied to a tree. So there you go. And by the way, his name's Castro. I didn't name him Castro.
Oh, come on. Put on the blender now.
The guy who sold him to us named him Castro. Oh, by the way, that crusher, just incidentally, I bought it in Sweden. I don't know how much they are in England, but I paid £25 for it in Sweden. Not cheap, but I'm sure it's probably about 10 quid in England, isn't it?
Oh.
Right.
Hold your ears, Castro.
Ready? This is where it gets loud.
Oi.
Oh, did I break it?
Probably. It was too much, isn't it? He wondered, what are you doing with my food?
Yeah. I'm grinding it up for the fish. It's funny this because it's vibrating and all my fat, my tits are wobbling. Everything's moving. Do with this now, I'm going to actually get another tub out. I'm going to sieve it because there's loads of big chunks still left in there, and I don't want them in the mix. To get it in perfect, what are we doing it now? Yeah. To get it perfect, it's going to take quite a while. So I'm just going to put that in. Just get a chunky bit out. There you go. What you do, throw that back in. Just blitz the rest. Well, you get the idea. I'm not going to keep doing that because I'll be here forever.
Yeah. And it's getting a boring film then.
Yeah,
Standing
exactly. It's boring anyway because I'm in it.
Standing there listening to that noise for an hour.
Get a quick shake. Get the chunky bits out. I can smell that now. Ooh, the smell's really coming out. That's nice. I used to fish with dog biscuits many years ago in the 80s. We didn't have boilies then, really. With dog biscuits, corn and luncheon meat with the main, and bread of course. We'll put that over there out of the way. So there we've got a nice fine powder there, as you can see. We can bung that in the mix. In it goes. What I'm going to do now is, because the that tub's getting full, I've got my old faithful bucket here, I'm going to start putting it in there now. That's it, all over the floor. Jeanette will get upset because I always let her clean up.
Haha, not tonight.
Right. Okay, what I'm going to do now is everything that's got juice in, like the chickpeas, pour them through there. Keep the juice. I'm just going to give them a quick blast because we don't want, we don't want whole chickpeas in the mix. Not this time of the year, anyway. Just give them a quick blaster-rooney. I saw Jamie Oliver doing that on telly. Do you want to see my Gordon Ramsay impression? Get the fuck out of my kitchen! There you go. It's nice bits, no chunky bits in there. We can bung that in. Just get ourselves in. Just get everything out. There we go. In goes the old chickpeas. Remember, we'd save the juice, and I'll show you that in a minute. What we're going to do with that. You see, I chopped them into small chunks. You can put them in the blender, like so. I'm going to put the rest of them in. Just give them a good, just give them a little go. Oh. Shit. Put this in first, okay? Then put your smaskins over the top. These ones are really oily, they've got a load of fat in them, so you can just like put it on and have a quick beer while you're waiting.
Well, everybody who didn't know how a blender works knows that now. I'm sure.
Oh, smell that.
Nah.
Have you had smell-o-vision? You know, that's for human consumption, that. It's not fish food. Bung it on again.
Well, not them.
Right. Corn, we can put straight in. Don't need to blend that. But I'm going to drain it first to get the juice out. Right, next I'm going to put a few boilies in. A few Scopex, a bit of mostly crab, and a few pineapple.
And here we go again.
Alright, it's going to be noisy. There's a few little chunks in there, but it doesn't really matter. See that? There's a few little chunks, but it's fine. You don't really, Hang that in.
Well, he doesn't care about noise anyway.
Alright.
He's asleep.
There you go.
Oh, but it's a good sign. He's sleeping in this noise.
Okay, now I'm going to drain the tuna through there. There you go. Actually, I put another tin in there because it's quite a big mix. So I'll just whack another tin of tuna in there.
Oi.
So this is the cheap stuff. Actually, I don't think it's for human consumption because it stinks as well. It's just like baby puke. That smells like fish and shit. It does. That's good. I wouldn't eat this personally. Goes in. A bit sweaty now. You can add a few bits of mix. I've got a bit of old Solar Big Shot here, which is squid and octopus. If there's any left, I'll put a little bit in there. Not much. But the reason I put the liquid here is because what I'm going to do now. Oh, actually, we've got your blue mussels. Your mussels.
Take the other one first.
Where's the thingy gone? What's there? Take, what do you mean, the other one?
That one, yeah.
That one? You mean
Yeah.
the tin? 'Cause it's been in the fridge for like 2 years.
No, not that long. 2 months or something.
No,
3.
when your mum was here in December, it's May. 5 months.
Yeah. But nobody eats
There we go.
that. Not from the tin anyway.
No, not them. They're minging them, but they're good for the fish. But these I eat. The reason we buy these is because I munch on them. 'Cause I don't know if you lot do it, but it's really nice. Bring that one in. Oh, they're sexy them. And that goes in the old. Oh, look at them out of the tin. I mean, look at the difference between the tin ones and the ones we get in the pot, the fresh ones. Look at the difference there. Eh? Look at that little clitoris or something.
That's why nobody used them.
I know, that's why they're still on the bloody shelf. Well, actually, let's have a look what the sell-by date is on that tin. Oh, it's 2014, so... Oh, that's fish. That is smelling fit. Oh, look at that, it looks like snot. Look at that now. The green stuff. Bring that in. There it is. My chopped sausage, that's going in. I was going to say, if you can't really do this on the bank unless you take it all with you. So I do it at home. So, you know, I can make a big pile up. Let's get that quick. Ooh. Hey, look at that. Them mussels and ming, I can't believe I eat them. A good mix there. Right. The reason I kept all the juices for everything is because I'm going to put that in the mix, but if I put that neat straight in, it'd probably just stick around, you know, it'll ball it up into little clumps and some will be strong and the rest won't be in it. So I'm just going to put a couple of caps of green lip mussel. It says blah 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 blah. Ground bait, add 2 capfuls to water per kilo of bait. I mean, there's probably about 2 kilos there, so 2 caps. Well, there's a lot of fish in there, so I'm just going to underdo it rather than overdo it. Yep, let's give that a quick stir. I say this is all the juices now from the mussels, the corn, the tuna, and the
chickpeas.
Yeah, chickpea. I can't remember what the fuck they're called. I really don't. So put a bit of that in. Mix it. You don't all get all soggy and horrible just yet. Just a little bit more. I'll look in there. I don't know if you can see it.
No, because I have to check my foot out first.
You see? It's full of goodies. Absolutely full of goodies. Let's put a bit of the old dark give it a bit of a sweet flavour there. I've forgotten it, have I? I'm not going to put any salt in it actually. That's a lovely, going to be a lovely stick mix. Say you can make this with a ground bait and ball it in, but you know, I'm going to use it as stick mix. There you go. What carp could resist that? Breaks up easily. But what that'll do now, because we're going tomorrow, that'll just soak in all the flavours. Right. Ooh, getting a bit sweaty now. Right. Do a little stick mix. I normally have a funnel for this, but my hands are so bloody greasy now. I'll show you what the stick mix is. Because there's a lot of oil in there, it's not going to melt the PVA, even though there was the water from the chickpeas and the corn and that, but and the mussels, but there was a lot of oil from the tuna and a lot of oil from those little sausages. So, put a bit of the old mix in there. Get your plunger, stamp it down. Wait. There we go. Take it out. See, what we're going to do, this will be done tomorrow just before we cast out, so there's no chance of it melting the PVA bags if the water does seep through. You just tie a knot there.
You're not going to do it now.
No, we're not bagging up now. And just tie another knot, like so. Just above there, like that, so you've got the 2 knots. Take my scissors. And the dog's snoring. Am I that boring, Castro? Clip it off. Pull that back on. Put it back in your tub so it doesn't get wet. And there we have it. A nice fishy, meaty stick mix. As you can see, it's not melting the PVA. That was a ladder actually. That was a hole I put in. So, and what we're going to do, we're going to take the hook length off, stick the baiting needle all the way through, string the needle, pull the hook length through the stick mix, clip it on the quick release clip, whatever it is. Yeah. And because there's no big lumps in this, you can stick the hook, actually pull it tight and stick the hook into the mix. If there was trout pellets or boilies in there, you can't really do that because the trout pellets or the boilies might mask the hook and therefore result in a lost fish if you do get a pickup. So there we have it. One stick mix ready to go, and we've got I think we have probably about 4 or 5 kilos in there actually. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bag it up in small bags, so maybe like half kilo bags, and then put them in the freezer, because obviously you've got mussels, you've got tuna, you've got corn, you've got chickpeas. They all go off, so freeze them up. Then you can just take them out of the freezer, bung them in your bag, and off you pop to the lake. Go and haul some carp. Right, I've got to clean up here now, so we'll see you all tomorrow, people, for Hairlander, and hopefully what you're seeing tonight will bring us some fish. Catch you later, people. See ya.